Hello, Crimson Sadron here once again, and we're going to continue with our Mega Man 4 walkthrough. We're going right along the ring as I promised, which means I'm going to go ahead with Pharaoh Man. Pharaoh Man, honestly, is one of the less desirable choices for first Robot Master to take on in this game. His level's pretty tricky. He's hard to fight without his weakness. There's quicksand and spikes, and the sand scorpions. There's always a lot of them. They come up out of nowhere, and sure, you could try to fight them, but really there's so little point. The best thing to do is to just keep jumping. It's the only way to get yourself out of the quicksand. Now, here you can go down into the rest of the level, or you can do like I'm about to and rush coil over the gap. There's more quicksand here, but it's also worth the effort. This is the balloon item. It's an optional item, but it's so useful and it makes the game so much easier. Also, it restores all your health when it spawns you at the next spawn point. Balloon is just basically a ledge-making gun. We will not be using it for the purposes of this video, however. We're assuming that this is the first Robot Master we fight. Alright, extra life. Excellent. Come on down, little bat. Now, the thing to watch out for is these little floating ledges things. Because they like to throw bats when you have to make transition jumps. There are two ways to get around this. Jump ahead of time, or let yourself take a hit so the spikes don't instantly kill you. The other thing is that when they have to fall like that, you want to make sure you're not hugging the left side of the ledge, because then you'll fall on the spikes as they come down. As you come down. Needless to say, this is a very annoying way to die. And they do love throwing them at you. This one, you have to rush ahead. Now this jump is pretty tricky to make, because it's near pixel perfect and the timing is a bit amiss. But if you did the level like I showed you, and you're uncertain about yourself, make a ledge. Just make sure you swap back so that you can fight the enemies that are coming up in a second here. Fortunately, that deals very little damage. And now, Pharaoh Man. I have to admit I'm a little nervous about this, but there are a few things that you can do to make Pharaoh Man easier. If you can get him locked into a point where he does his charge shot over and over again, it's very easy to dodge and you can damage him a great many times. Charge shots. Now this is the worst situation you could be in. Because he just chases you, something fierce. This right, however, that was the best situation. Because he slows down to do his charge shot. And it hurts really badly. Alright, this will be a trick. Because usually I use the freeze flash for this boss. If you time it right, you can jump over the charged Pharaoh shot. But I emphasize the if in that statement. Now this is where you want to keep him. Because if you can keep him there for a long time, he's actually remarkably easy. Because he's slow, he's not mobile, and he's easy to shoot. There you go. So there's your proof Pharaoh Man is actually possible with a Buster Run. With this, you get the Pharaoh Shot, which is like a chargeable metal blade from 2. And it's a great weapon. It's very versatile, and it's also one of the actually, it's the only weapon that hurts the final form of Dr. Wily. So with that, we bring another video to a close. We're going to save state here so that I can record the next few videos easily. And when we come back, we're moving on to Ring Man. Stay tuned!